So if you're satisfied with using your wired phone indoors and only using the mobile one while outdoors, that should do it.
We believe that we have some natural protection to microwaves, radio and TV waves, power frequent waves and so on, things that were invented during the last century. And of course we do not have such a natural protection. And maybe there the problem lies, you know.
All these companies, they develop just gadgets and toys, and they don't really understand health issues at all. They are engineers and they understand the technical issues. So health issues must be handled by scientists and politicians, I think.
I think it was a very successful conference, and as a result we have the Salzburg Declaration with a lot of recommendations to the public, to the authorities, but also to the network providers.
The Salzburg Resolution is really going to raise the world standard for considering how to deal with low-level radio frequency radiation from communications, and also, very importantly, from the coming wireless internet. If you think that the levels of radio frequency radiation that we have from cell phones and communications is important enough to consider today, wait until you see what might happen when we dramatically increase the amount of information or electrosmog in the atmosphere related to wireless internet. I believe that it's one of the most important public debates we could have on the planet today. This has not been a public debate yet. The technology and the industry have run far ahead, building, planning, but not talking to the public. And this is not correct. We need to open this debate about high tech and whether or not there is high risk, and whether or not we choose this as our future.
I went to Stanford back in the 70s. I was never in a demonstration. I was a good student. I just put my head down and kept doing my work. Well, a month ago, I was out there marching with children and mothers and some fathers, doing the Mother's March to deliver a petition signed by 2,500 people, which is now 3,000 people, opposing this super tower on Lookout Mountain and telling Jefferson County, look, we do not give our consent to further radiation. This is an assault on us. We do not give our consent. It's a continuing abatable nuisance. What does that mean? Do you see this device going on here right now? That's radiation coming in and striking us. Each day is a new assault. Each day is a new battery. Each day is a new right of action to sue the people who hurt you. Once these things get put up, you have to fight like crazy to avoid them adding more and more and more and more. And apparently they're going to just keep adding more until people start dropping like flies, unless we fight it.
publication of an official report this morning. It said there was no evidence at this stage of damage to health, but it recommended that children should be discouraged from using them. It also called for more work to be done on the sighting of signal masts.
Julie Matthews has been campaigning to have this mobile phone mast removed from her local school. Her son Robert has problems with his memory, and Julie thinks that radiation from the mast has affected him. Her youngest child was due to start the same school later this year.
Because we're worried about the dangers of the mast and because of what's happened to my youngest son, that I now can't send my daughter to school with her brothers, which is quite upsetting for her.
Today, some of Britain's most respected scientists gave their verdict on the safety of mobile phone radiation. They said that although most scientific research suggests that mobiles are safe, there's some evidence that they may cause some subtle changes in the body.
That doesn't mean to say that these changes will translate into